Jeff, I know you've covered a lot of different conferences over a lot of years. I want to get specific with the WCC. Is the West Coast Conference better off as a whole since that magical Gonzaga Final Four run just a couple years ago?
Well, I think the bottom is better. You know, certainly St. Mary's is going to go through a little bit of a rebuilding year this year. A lot of people don't know who these guys are, but I talked to Randy Bennett. He really likes this young group, and to go along with Ford, they'll have enough. I mean, you can't ever discount, to me, St. Mary's and BYU, but I think the bottom of the league has gotten better. You know, look at some of the hires they've made. Lorenzo Romar, great hire back at Pepperdine. He'll get it going. I mean, I remember years ago a coach telling me in the Pac-12, they were so worried about Lorenzo Romar potentially getting the UCLA job because of his recruiting prowess. So Romar's going to take some of that to Pepperdine where he can really recruit LA. And yeah, I think Sam Scholl's going to do a really good job at San Diego. Kyle Smith's done a great job at San Fran. Damian Stoudemire at Pacific. Terry Porter at Portland. They got really good coaches now. I think that's the difference from maybe a couple years ago. And a lot of these coaches aren't in their first year. They're now in their third year.
Well, and do you think this is a conference that, in theory, should have two teams going to the NCAA tournament every year?
I do, and I want to see Randy Bennett's schedule accordingly. You know, I get on him a little bit about it, and I think some of it's justified. You know, step it up a little bit, and he's got the ultimate job security. Why not play a few more big boy games? And I know people don't want to come to Moraga, but even if you have to play some 2-for-1s, whatever, get your kids, give them the best opportunity to get in the NCAA tournament every year. I love this league. I do. I'm going to be out here more this year. I think it's a great league, underrated, and they should be looking at 3 teams fairly consistently with, again, the core being Gonzaga, BYU getting back to hopefully what they were, and St. Mary's has been really good.
Well, let's get into that Gonzaga team. You have them amongst the likes of Kentucky, Kansas, Duke. Are the Bulldogs a household name nationally?
Completely. I mean, completely. I mean, think about that you've got them in that group and nobody bats an eye anymore. Where, like, in the old days, you'd be like, come on, Gonzaga. But because they went to the national title game, I think it took that monkey off their back, or that stigma. And I think this team might be better with the addition of Brandon Clark, who sat out last year from San Jose State. They're super athletic up front. Josh Perkins, you know, 5th-year kid now. He's experienced. So they've got, like, everything that you would need. They've got size. They've got athleticism. They've got good guard play. So I think they may be better than they were a couple years ago.
You mentioned some key players there for Gonzaga. If you could open it up to the rest of the WCC, who are you looking to stand out in the conference?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to see Ford be a guy that's going to average 20 a game. I mean, again, St. Mary's lost everything. So they've got a lot of other guys that we don't know a lot about right now, but he'll be the cornerstone guy, you know, as much as anything else. And, you know, I want to see if Hawes can kind of rebound from a tough year last year, and, you know, what they can do. Emory back. I mean, it's going to be an interesting year, I think, in Provo.